Webb Mills Weather Center meteorologist Andrew Adams.
Yeah, I kind of had to cut that off. I know we were going kind of long, and I'm going to go a little long talking about these little guys, cows. Val Castor got this video yesterday, some ranchers moving some cows to safety from the fire up in Blaine County, the Hitchcock fire that is burning. It has, at this point, gone over 2,000 acres. So when you get these situations, you got to get the cows right. So Val was kind enough to block off a road, help them with moving the cows. And we also got video of the fire itself, which has been raging. A fire NATO right there, a nice vortex whipping right along the edge of that incredibly hot fire. Some really high flames as well in some of this bit. And again, the shrubs and trees are so dry out there, it just doesn't take a whole lot for these things to get going, and we'll hopefully see some successful firefighting today to cut down on the acreage burned. Other than that, most of us just experiencing the sunshine this morning and some high thin clouds on our Regency cam. Looking at the Capitol on our Pike Pass Sky Cam network, it is pleasant this morning, 78. Already warm with the south wind at 8 miles per hour. Much of the metro already breaking into the 80s. 82 Midwest City, 83 Piedmont and Guthrie. It is warm, 82 in Edmond as well. We've got the 80s extending all the way north to the Kansas border, and already breaking into the 80s is western Oklahoma and southern Oklahoma. So everyone is feeling the warm up this morning thanks to that south wind. Not gusting too high right now, 8 to nearly 20 miles per hour in the metro. That's what we're going to see as we go throughout this afternoon, a hot south wind. And with the heat that we're adding on, we will have heat advisories this afternoon and tomorrow afternoon. Might get a break on Monday, but wouldn't be surprised to see these reissued as we go through Tuesday and beyond next week. Front comes through late tomorrow. That's going to cut down our humidity for at least Monday, but the heat and humidity does rise a little bit by the time Tuesday, especially our air temperatures by themselves. So our heat indices will be on the border of 105 and higher as we go through next week. So it's going to be hot. It's also going to be dry. Last week, about 64% of the state was experiencing drought. Now 100% of the state is in some form of drought, whether it's just dry condition or moderate. Most of our extreme drought hasn't been too bad, but drought overall has been worsening as the heat dome has kind of parked itself right over to on the border of us. And with that in mind, I mean, there are quite a slew of heat advisories in effect for Texas Panhandle, stretching all the way into Arkansas and southern Missouri. So hot for sure. Most of these clouds that Futurecast puts on are very high up, so not a lot of shade to help you with the sun as we go through the next couple of days. Nothing in terms of rain today. Tomorrow, cold front comes through. Maybe we can get a couple showers off. It does want to put on some thunderstorms in southeast Oklahoma tomorrow night, but rain chances overall, especially in central, southern, and western Oklahoma, very low as we go through the weekend. What's very high is the confidence of heat. Back above 100 this afternoon after a day at 99 yesterday, 101. This afternoon, Oklahoma City, 105 from Enid to Ponca City, maybe 107 up in Alva. A little bit of a cooking effect in northwest Oklahoma and the Panhandle. Southwest Oklahoma, hot as well. Overnight, we're really mild. We're going to be in the upper half of the 70s, maybe even some low 80s early on for our lows. So we're already going to start things off warm on our Sunday. And even though we have the front coming through, it's still going to be hot, if not hotter, for many. Southwest Oklahoma pushing 110, Oklahoma City at 104. The ones that benefit from the front early on, northwest Oklahoma and the Panhandle in the upper 90s, maybe 100, so not a whole lot of a cooling effect. And again, as that front comes through tomorrow afternoon and evening, stray shower possible, rain chances very low, and they'll stay that way. With the air temperature as hot as it is, remember, with your dogs this weekend, any of your furry friends taking them on the walk, keep them on the grass. That will help them tremendously because the asphalt and the concrete gets so hot so fast. You know that if you've spent any time at the pool in the last few weeks. And guess what? The heat is turning right back on. Monday's short break from 100 is getting eviscerated by Tuesday afternoon.
107, that's intense.
No, that's going to be very, very hot.
I'm not ready for that at all.
Definitely some dangerous heat.